Again, and I want to know, am I trespassed from the commissioner's office, and how can they legally trespass me from the commissioner's office?
And that's what I said, I'm gonna have to look in and find out what's going on. Every situation can be different. I don't know what the circumstances were that day, so I don't know.
Right.
So like you're saying, to be informed, I wanna be able to write some of this information out so I can go find out what the circumstances are, so I get back to you, because I don't know.
Right.
Obviously, I wasn't there.
And
I'm gonna find out
Revere
what's
tried
going
telling me the same thing, and it's like he was the the deputy that showed up, right? And we came all the way over here and we talked, and I want to put in complaints because I still don't know the outcome of how you guys went into my house without a search warrant.
January 6th. Okay, so on January 6th. You said it was Rivera and another deputy, a younger?
Yeah, a younger guy.
Okay. Describe it by do you know what he looks like? Skinny?
Yeah,
stocky,
skinny,
okay.
young.
All right, I'll look to see who was on shift that day and see. I can't give you an answer because I don't know the situation that happened.
Right,
but let me look into it and find out.
But I need to know this.
There's different ways of being trespassed. A property owner can trespass somebody by doing a trespass notice and serving it on. Businesses can call up and they can say if they like a right to refuse service to somebody and say, hey, I want you to leave, whether for any reason, whether it's, let's say somebody's being disorderly or being a problem, and the business says, hey, I want you to leave my business, I'm refusing service, I don't want you here, and say you're trespassed, you have to leave. And if a person refuses to leave, then that could still be considered trespass, even though you're not served a notice. But in a public building, again, I don't know, it depends on circumstances.
Well, no, but like right here, right now.
Like you and I right now, we're not a problem. I have no reason to trespass you or arrest you for trespass or anything.
I'm saying this young lady right here, right? I'm just saying she has, again, an issue with my shirt, right? Because I mean, like in here it says that I can't wear shorts into the courtroom. I'm gonna go to court with shorts on, right? It said decorum, right? I'm gonna go with shorts on, right? And I'm gonna wear it said F Donald Trump and the judge, right? It's a First Amendment protected activity, and I got precedent saying that the court cannot. You know what I mean? That being said,
yeah, that looks like that's something from district court. That's something that I don't deal with. That's district court
right,
stuff.
Right here it says proper decorum. You know what I mean? What if I want to come in with a hat and a shirt? And I'm saying it's protected activity. She does not get. That being said, I can't come in there and be boisterous or loud during her session, right? Like right now, me and you are talking, and you are the sheriff of this town. Somebody can't just come in and butt in front of me, because then that would be a violation. Right, he can sit here and stand and record me and you talking and wait his turn. And that being said, if you say, all right, Bell, I can't help you anymore, and then, you decide to discontinue this, and then you start a conversation with him because you legally ended our business.
Right. So we're done, and our business is done, move on to the next person, the next client, whatever's going on.
Right, but then I can sit in line again, right, and wait for my chance, that's what I'm saying. Right. And they're saying, who was the complainant? There was no anybody from the community other than me. The only people in that office were people that were paid to be there, right? I have a fundamental right to come in just like they did on January 6th, right? Not everybody got arrested there because they had a fundamental right to be there as long as they were there lawfully during lawfully conducted hours, right? That's even in Washington code, you know what I mean? I had to fundamentally break the law somehow. Me being in there talking to you guys is not breaking the law. They can't ask me to leave. They were not working. That being said, I had a complaint and I was talking, and it's like, all I needed them was to acknowledge that I had a fundamental right to be there. That's all I wanted them to acknowledge. And they didn't want to acknowledge that. I'm going, look, that's where you guys are wrong, right? Okay. And like I told them, I go, man, I can come over here and sit here peacefully and record you guys. Mm-hmm. Right? Peacefully. I mean, that being said, they kept interacting with me, right? So there was no meeting of minds. And what I'm saying, going down that avenue, that rabbit hole. Now, what is a crime is if somebody puts in a false allegation against me saying that I was violating the law, and here we'll go into US 18-242, right? And we can go 243, where two people that work for the government get together to conspire to deprive, right? Now, that means they're going to go to the DOJ and all that good stuff.
That's a federal issue, yeah.
Right, but that being said, I was reading what they said. They said, I have to bring my complaint to you, right? And say, hey, look, this is how my rights are being violated, and see how you handle my rights being violated in this town. Somebody said, and that's why I'm asking right now, they tried to arrest me for being in the courtroom, and the judge, I'm like, look, ma'am, I'm not breaking the law. Right? They all showed up, and, I mean, I get it, because, hey, somebody's acting out. I wasn't acting out, But if Karen says, hey, this is what so-and-so is doing, and my reputation, right, am I a violent person? No, I don't go, this I'm allowed to do, right? And I mean, they're saying I don't, and I'm saying, God, well, everybody else gets to do their legally protected activity. And as long as they were within the law, right, they're not breaking the law. And that's like Chuck told me, he goes, you can go pick it, you can put your PA out there and do whatever you want. But then he tells me, but you know, some people in this community might take offense to it, and I go, what are they going to do? Are they going to break the law, Chuck? Well, no, because that's what you're implying, Chuck, when you're telling me, hey, look, I'm just trying to keep you out of trouble. No, I thought we were all law-abiding citizens. Right. So as long as I'm doing something that's lawful and legal, right, so a preacher can go stand on the corner and tell me brimstone and fire if I don't change my gay ways, right? That's what I'm saying. And these guys they stole my child. Right, I'm not happy about it. You guys went into my house without a search warrant.
CPS issue, yeah.
Right, all of this, right? Trying to get a lawyer to represent me, right? You know, it's not even a matter of the money. They're like, well, you know, you're going to break the system if what your premise is, right? You're saying that even us lawyers, got to follow the rules. And I'm like, that's it. That's all. I just want everybody to follow the rules. If you guys expect me to have to follow the rules, right, then I expect you to have to follow the rules too. Like I asked them, I go, man, what? I'm not a motel manager at the motel, and I don't see all you guys are broken, including myself, that gets, you know, and that's where that's so my
this I don't have an answer for you because I'm gonna have to go find out.
Okay.
I have to go look at it. I got the dates written down, I got what you've been charged with and stuff, so let me go find out.
Okay. Yeah, and I can grant down all this.
No, I know, and I understand you have some concerns. Let me just get a current good phone number for you. Make sure I have a valid phone number.
360
so I can call you.
406 1093. And push her to shove, I got the motel numbers.
I will try to get a hold of you today.
All right.
I will do my best. I have other meetings and stuff I'm doing.
Oh, I know, I totally.
But
I wanted to put my complaint in. It's just like.
Come in, talk to me like you have. You and I have always had a great rapport, being able to talk about stuff. I will look into this, try to find out what's going on. Because like I said, I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know the case.
I get it. I totally get it.
You know, I'm the sheriff, but I have several things I do,
No.
and I don't know every single case of every deputy at every time. So let me do some research.
I mean, but I'm just saying, when it comes to putting formal charges out on somebody, that's just.
Right, that has to follow a process and a court process, and you know, probable cause, all that stuff has to be determined. So I have to look at that.
Thank you. And I mean, I wasn't even formally trespassed. And do you even know I'm formally trespassed from the commissioner's
I
office?
don't know. I gotta go up. I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
There's something going on. I don't know.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.